Welcome to our latest Swampcast. We are here in Baton Rouge at Tiger Stadium where LSU defeated Florida 28-24 in a great college football game, although not so great for the Gator fans. And Robbie, I don't know about you, but I saw a lot in Florida that I liked from the
good things. A lot of growing up. They need to learn how to finish a game now. That's going to be one of the best, newest things they're going to have to do for a young team. Learn how to finish a game. 10-point lead in the fourth quarter. Take away the turnovers, and I think they go home happy with this one.
Yeah, the fumble Keystone Moore had was big because even though LSU didn't score, Florida was driving again.
Yeah, it was first down, midfield.
And the only time they got stopped really was they had 2 punts, but the other two were turnovers. So, I liked what I saw in the Florida offense. And Tim Tebow, I'm not saying I didn't think he was a good player before, but I'm a believer in that he's going to win a Heisman Trophy before he's done.
Yeah, he put on a special performance. If they win the game, if they don't have the turnovers, he's back in the Heisman race, no question about it.
No doubt, and the thing defensively, that team was on the field too long, but some of it was their fault. They couldn't stop them on fourth down. They couldn't make the big plays. They couldn't get the stops down there at the goal line. And, again, this is a defense. I liked a lot of what I saw. I thought Brandon Spikes was just a beast today.
I thought Jermaine Cunningham, too. He had 15 tackles, Pat. He's running all over the field. Every game they're getting more of the young guys on defense to start playing better. They're starting to come together slowly. And, we were just talking to some of the writers up there. They think Florida's going to be really tough to beat by the end of this year. Yeah. Not next season, but by the end of this year.
Yeah, a lot of them think still Florida's going to be playing LSU in Atlanta for the SEC championship. But it's going to be tough. There's no margin for error now. They can't lose another game in the conference. They've got to win out, and that makes it tough.
Yeah, it's run the table. Now, Tennessee wins today. Their schedule's not as tough as Florida's. I don't think they get South Carolina at home. So, Spurs is going to be a factor, too. It's a wide-open race in the East.
It is wide open, and Florida a little bit behind the 8 ball now, but both the losses are to the West, which, the funny thing is Urban Meyer's lost 6 conference games. 5 of them have been to the West teams. But I liked what Meyer said after the game. 2 years ago here, he was emotional. He was upset. He was overcome by all the emotion.
It was a low point.
It was,
really, a real low point.
And this year it was different. He was emotional, but he was feisty, and he basically said, "I'm guaranteeing Florida's going to be back. I don't know when, but Florida's going to be back smoking."
Yeah.
So he saw a lot of things I saw. This is a team that's getting better, and they're going to be good. This was a year we didn't think Florida was going to be certainly defend its national championship with all the freshmen they have, but I saw a lot of good things tonight.
Yeah, they were close to smoking in this game, Pat. If they don't turn the ball over there in the third quarter, late in the third quarter, 10 seconds to go, Moore's fumble, they take that down and score a touchdown, who knows? People are talking about Florida again in the national championship race.
Yeah, they just didn't have an answer for Jacob Hester. He's really a pretty amazing guy.
Yeah, he's a tough runner, gets the most out of every play.
But I really like the way they played defensively for the most part. They had too many long drives, too many 8-minute drives. That really hurt
to let them take the 8 minutes off for that winning drive just killed them. And maybe they should have called a timeout there and maybe saved a minute or two and had a real chance to get down the field. And they even got past midfield, though, which, they had a chance. They had a ball in the end zone, jump ball in the end zone. So.
Yeah, but the funny thing was the big play to me in that game was when they had LSU in a third, I think it was 16-17, or second, and Hester ran, or not Hester, but Matt Flynn ran for about 15 yards.
Which gave him a chance.
Gave him a chance on fourth down to get the conversion. And it's hard. This is LSU's obviously a very good team.
Yeah, very talented.
They're number 1 in the country, but Florida didn't look. There was no talent gap there, I didn't think.
And what we were surprised, though, that Florida fell for the fake field goal.
Yeah.
Because the fake field goal against South Carolina has been played over and over and over. It was a situation that looked maybe a fake's coming.
Yeah, and the thing is, Meyer said that his guys on the sideline, his coaches were saying, hey, watch out for the fake, watch for the fake. But they executed really well. They blocked it really well.
And Flynn's a better runner than a lot of people think.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Peralou had a nice game. It was just a great game between 2 really good teams. And I think it's no consolation for Florida fans because they lost, and that's 2 straight losses.
Yeah, it's a very painful loss, another painful loss.
But that's 2 losses in the last second or last minutes by a total of 7 points. That's the difference between an experienced Florida team and a young Florida team this year.
And
they're going to get better. They're going to continue to get better, and an open date for the Gators, which I think comes at a good time for them and probably a good time for us too.
Yeah, you have 2 emotional games like this. They're probably drained right now. They need a break.
Oh yeah, you got to be. But that's going to do it. Let's see if we can get this guy to come over here with his motor running here.
Just a little bit louder.
Yeah, there he is. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something.
I have no idea what he's doing.
He's driving.
He's blow drying the field.
Yeah, it's I think, well, right now it's about 2 in the morning here. We think we're going to get back to our hotel about 5 in the morning. You should see the gridlock out there.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's unbelievable. But they said there were more cars here than there have ever been on the campus of Louisiana State University, which is, I guess that's significant.
Yeah.
For some reason, they thought it was significant.
School record, yeah. But he was guessing.
Yeah.
Like Brandon said, what if they carpooled a lot in this
That's
game?
right. You don't know. So. That's going to do it for our Swampcast. We'll join you in a couple of weeks. We'll preview the Kentucky game, of course. Until then, from Baton Rouge, Robbie, Andreu, Pat Dooley saying so long.